your teacher, and this is my co-teacher.
I am Sharon Musmudlayan.
So, sa itong pusiyan sa ato ang topic, magsugod sa itong topic, kay pag-pray na ta, dito man, mag-attendance ko, mga tala ko kung kinsay absent, karon para sa So, once again, I am Nicole Perez. I am a teacher. So, is it absent karon in class? Okay. So, okay ra ba mo? Okay ra ba din ha? Sa inyong ibang buwan pagmata ninyo. So, please sit down and thank you. So, sa tamo kuan, nami activity, gamay, sa ano na topic. So, my co-teacher ang yung introduce sa atong activity karon. So, please paminaw mo kay para dili mo ay para maka-answer mo sa iyang mga question.
So, good morning class. So, before we start our topic, so, naatay ka ng activity karon. So, nakoy question, then mag-answer mo ana og short sentence. So, the question is, think of one thing you learned or done in school that make you proud. You make you proud. It can be drawing, poem, or math solution, or project. Depende na ninyo kung sa inyong iikuan. Basta, kanang feeling nyo nga, proud mo ana sa inyong gihimo. Bisa gagmay lang nga kuan, sentence. And then, pagkahuman, pili ko one student na mo sa tubangan para yung i-present na iyahang i-answer yung ikuan kung sa yung gisuwat. One student lang magkili lang ko. Then, wala na. So, let's proceed to our discussion. So, first is stages in implementing portfolio assessment. So a portfolio is a collection of a student. Collection of student work. It shows how the students is learning and improving over time. So teacher use it to check if students are meeting learning goals. So portfolio can be on paper or digital, and they give teachers a lot of useful information about student progress. So, muna siya ang stages in implementing portfolio assessment. So, next is, ayun sa mga stages of portfolio. So, first is identify teaching goals to assess through portfolio. So, teachers decide when they want students to learn and what skills and knowledge they will check using portfolio. So, ang teacher ay maka-decide kung unsa ang mga knowledge o mga skills na iyang pampuano ng student. So, stage 2 is introducing the idea of portfolio assessment. So, teacher explain to the student what portfolio is. So, why is important and how it will be used to drop their learning. Then next is stage 3, specification portfolio content. So a teacher mo mag-decide or ang uban mo kay ang teacher ang mag-decide. So kapag uban nga ang student yung mag-decide kung unsa ang portfolio at ilang i-butang. So, kuan ba assignment pa nila, project, or mga reflections, or other works show learning. So, depende na sila na yung pilihan kung kuan, teacher ba or student. So, stage 4, giving clear and detailed guideline for portfolio presentation. So, teacher gives students clear instruction. So how to organize the portfolio. So next is what form to use, paper or digital, and how to label and explain your work. This helps students present their work neatly and clearly. So ana ang mga guidelines na ipanghatag sa mga teacher para sa mga student. Next is stage 5, informing K-school officials, parents, and other stakeholders. So a teacher tells important people about the portfolio assessment like school officials, parents, or other stakeholders sa eskwelahan. Next is stage 6, development of the portfolio. So students start collecting and organizing the work for the portfolio. So they include work that show what they have learned and how they are improving over time. So more then. Next is stage 7, identify the learning outcomes the portfolio will address. So teacher decides what skills or knowledge the portfolio should show. So this help makahelp siya sa student na makafocus sa ilahang ma-expected na ma-learn nila. So example, writing clearly. So they want problem or understanding inside mga ikaan na discussion. Next is 8. Decide what student will include in their portfolio. So the teacher and sometimes student choose what work to put in the portfolio. So depende na usahay ang pan kay ang teacher or mapili or ang student ang mapili kung unsa ang mga output ang ilang ibutan sa portfolio like homework, project, or quizzes, or mga personal reflection. So, depende na sa ang mga teacher or student. Depende na kung unsa lang ibutan. Then, stage 9 is identify or develop the scoring criteria to judge the quality of portfolio. So, kini nga stage is ang teacher is needed siya mag-create o clear na guidelines mo na siya ang rubric to evaluate the quality of portfolio. So rubric is a tool that will less what to look for and describe different level of performance. So dahil pa sa mga stages sa portfolio, so let's proceed to mauli ka na ang mga stages sa portfolio. So next is the advantages of portfolio to be discussed by co-teachers and co-parents.
So good morning class. Once again, I am Kate Perez. I am your teacher for today. So advantage of portfolio. So faculty to assess a set of complex tasks including interdisciplinary learning and capabilities. So this concept refers to a method of evaluation that allows faculty members to assess a student's ability to track complex tasks that involve multiple discipline skills instead of focusing on knowledge or simple memorization. So instead of mag-focus ang mga students sa kanaang knowledge or simple memorization, so that approach looks at how students apply their knowledge. So next is help faculty identify curriculum gaps. So this process helps faculty recognize weaknesses sa mga students or inconsistencies in the curriculum. So ensure that it effective support that and the learning outcomes for the students. With the curriculum that I rather sorry class, with curriculum gaps except students struggle to develop the necessary skills, knowledge, or complexity required for their academic or personal lives. So next is promote faculty. So next is promote faculty discussion on students' learning curriculum, pedagogy, and student support. So this concept is enhance the important or collaborate decision among faculty members to enhance access of education necessary students to give the best learning experience. So faculty members daw to enhance their kanaang ilang best. So next is encourage students reflection on their students. So encourage the students for reflection helps learning assess their own experience, progress, and growth, then lead to deep understanding and personal development. This process allows students to think critically about their action, decision, and learning struggle. So provide students with invitation for job application to graduate school. So provide students with invitation or graduate schools helps them showcase their qualification, enhancement, and skills to potential employers or academic institution. These documents serve as formal experience and capabilities make their application strong and more confident. So next is this advantage of portfolio. So first is faculty time required to prepare their portfolio assessment and assess students as they prepare them. Next is students most willing and apply their own work, usually outside of class, motivating students to make the portfolio. Next is transfer student. We have difficult meeting programs portfolio requirements. In conclusion class, portfolio assessments involve collecting students' work over time to show learning progress and meet standard and include version work types like easy and work helps students reflect and gain confidence and it's useful for evaluation and career prep. However, it is time consuming to manage. So help the students reflect and gain confidence now. So makagain ng confidence ng students, then useful for evaluation sa students, and ever it is time consuming. So that is topic and so thank you class for listening the topic for today. So regard sa ato ang activity na to galing na class, so wala man to na-pass, so kanang i-pass mo yung karon, then ako kapilian sa ato na activity, and ako akong ipa-aral sa kubangan in next meeting. So wala na ko muna itong tanang. So thank you and goodbye.